Hi children, welcome back to Eileen's Story Corner. Very nice to have you back with us. And who's here all together now? Hi Jack. Hi Capria. Hi Maisie and Caden. Hi Brett. Hi Callum and Maya. Hi Noah. Noah, you've had to go to work with your mom these days, huh? And sometimes it's not so much fun. Well, I'm really glad she has you. And I'm really glad you have her, because you take good care of each other. Who else is there? Oh, it's Emma and Jackson. Hi. And Alex and Jacob. Hello, welcome. There's my friend Joey. Hi. And Kyrie. And Kreider. Hi. Nice to see you. And Goo. Hi, Goo. There's Celine and Beatrice. Hi. Ian and Sean. Hi. I hope you like the story today. It makes me think of you, Sean, this story. Then there's Wilder and Henry and oh, hi. And Cleo and Tutu and Ruby and Harry and Heidi from over in Ireland. Hi. And Kellen and my little friend Desmond. Hi, Desmond. Calvin, Annie, and Liam. Hi. Camilla. Hello, Raphael too. Hi. Glad you're all here. Shall we get ready for a story? Okay. Here we go. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. And what's in my lap? You know it. It's the story box. Let's see what's inside. Uh-oh. There's something more than a book here. Who is this? Oh. It's my little friend's squirrel. Or really not mine. This belongs to my little boy. Little boy not so little anymore. Lawrence. This is his squirrel. He loved squirrels when he was a little boy. When he was about 4. He really loves squirrels. So I get this and I put this in his room when he comes to visit me. You might have figured out from the stories so far that I really like animals. And this story for today is full of animals, including my friend squirrel. Who is it? What is it? It's Richard Scarry's Rabbit and His Friends. Let's read it together. One day, Rabbit was playing by the riverbank when he fell into a deep, dark, muddy hole and landed on top of a roly-poly egg. Something inside the egg was going tap, tap, tap. My goodness gracious, said Rabbit. Mrs. Hen must have lost one of her eggs. Rabbit pushed the egg out of the hole and ran off lickety-splickety. Mrs. Hen, I found one of your eggs, shouted Rabbit, and it's hatching. Mrs. Hen jumped up, all excited. Cack, 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 show me where, she cackled. Rabbit led Mrs. Hen to the place he had left the roly-poly egg. By the time they arrived, the egg had hatched, and instead of a chick, there was a funny little frightened roly-poly animal. What is it? asked Rabbit. But Mrs. Hen did not know. She could only blink her eyes in amazement. He doesn't look like any animal I have ever seen before, said Rabbit. He has a big beak and little webbed feet, just like duck. He has a tail and a coat just like Beaver," added Mrs. Hen. "And he seems very shy, like Squirrel." "What are you, my dear?" she asked. But the roly-poly animal said, "I don't know." Then, splash, kersplash, that roly-poly animal jumped into the river and swam right down to the bottom. "Did you see that?" asked Mrs. Hen. "Why, he swims just like Beaver, too." "Who does?" asked a voice from behind them. They looked up, and there was Beaver. So they both told him at once about the funny little roly-poly animal swimming under the water. And just then, the little roly-poly animal jumped out of the water and onto the riverbank. "My, oh my," said Beaver. "He certainly has a tail and a fur coat like mine. Tell me," he asked the funny little animal, "are you related to the beavers?" "I don't know," said the little animal. Pretty soon, Duck and Squirrel came hurrying down the path. "My, oh my," said Duck. "He certainly does have a beak and webbed feet just like mine." "Tell me," Duck asked the roly-poly animal, "are you related to the ducks?" "I don't know," said the little animal shyly. "My, oh my," said Squirrel to himself. "It is plain to see he is shy as a squirrel." Finally, it got dark, and they all had to hurry home to supper. Away they all went, and the poor little animal just sat there and wished he had a nice warm home where he could have his supper too. So he set off down the road to look for one. Bright and early the next morning, Mrs. Hen and Rabbit and Beaver and Duck and Squirrel all hurried back to the riverbank, hoping to see the little roly-poly animal again. But he was not there. Beaver swam down to the bottom of the river, but the funny little animal was not there either. So down the road they went. Soon they came to a circus. Everyone wanted to go in, but they didn't have the money to pay the ticket taker. Then a funny little voice said, "Let them in to see the circus, please. They are my friends." Quick as a wink, the ticket taker let them all in. And who do you suppose had spoken to him? It was the roly-poly animal. He was sitting on a big platform, all dressed up in a beautiful striped bathing suit. In one of his webbed forefeet, he held an ice cream cone. In the other, he held a lollipop. On the platform with him were a diving board and a swimming pool. "How did you get up there?" asked Rabbit. "The circus man saw me on the road last night," said the roly-poly animal. "He told me that I was a real, live platypus, and that I was the rarest and most interesting animal in the whole world. And then he told me that I could be in his circus and have my own swimming pool. And the sign by the pool, it says, 'He dives, he swims, he floats, he's terrific.'" proudly. "He has a duck bill and 4 duck feet like mine." "Yes, and he has a tail and a fur coat just like mine," said Beaver. "And he came out of an egg just like one of mine," said Mrs. Hen. Squirrel was too shy to say anything, but he was happy because the roly-poly platypus was just as shy as any little squirrel. And Rabbit was happy and proud that he had found Platypus down at the bottom of that deep, dark, muddy hole. And the roly-poly platypus was very, very happy because he was like all the other animals, and they were all his friends. I think the platypus is the star of the show because look what his sign says. "See the platypus, the most wonderful animal in the world, a friend of rabbits, hens, squirrels, ducks, beavers, and other animals, and especially of little girls and boys. Admission is free to all friends of the roly-poly platypus. Come one, come all." The end. Rabbit and his friends. I hope you liked Rabbit and his friends, and I hope you'll come back and see me again for the next Story Corner. Shall we say goodbye with our cleanup song? All you learn here, remember this the best. Don't hurt each other and clean up your mess. Take a nap every day, wash before you eat. Hold hands, stick together, look before you cross the street. And remember the seed in the little paper cup. First the root goes down and then the plant grows up. See you next time.